Hello everyone, my name is Nhanyim. Today I will show you about more lesson 9, getting to know mobile device. Okay, let me start together. Actually, I think most people they usually use the mobile device like so. The first one, we need to know what is the mobile device. Mobile device is basically the handheld computer. It is designed to be extremely portable, often fitting in the palm, on your hand or your pockets. Okay, like ebooks reader, or we can count in the mobile device too because it's important. We can read anything, right? So this is the mobile device or smartphone, like iPhone or Samsung or other model device. We can count in the smartphone is the mobile device as well too. This one I want to show you about how to setting up your computer, like by a laptop computer and desktop computer. Okay, the first one I would like to show you about how to set up laptop like window. Okay, the first one is you want to set up your window, like the first one your computer is probably going to download a series of Windows 10 or Windows 8, up to you. And also, why not get over with the forcing the install manually. The first one, you go to type update and you search, like you need to search some document. Okay, one more thing, you need to uninstall plotways. Most PC vendors put a lot of third-party uploading software on your computer, from 30 days trial of antivirus software to casual game. Example Candy Crush. You may not want to play on this plotways. It is sucking up system resource. To uninstall plotway, the first one we need to know about navigate to setting. You can get there from the start menu. Okay, after you see your computer, you can find. And number two, select app and feature from the last menu. If you don't see this option, press inside the search box or type apps, then select app feature alternative and skip step 1 and step 2. Okay, this one is a kind of thing that we can set up your computer, but this one for the desktop computer. Now I want to show you about how to set up your computer by desktop. Okay, actually we have a lot of steps for the set up your computer by desktop. The first one you need to do is the unpack your component. It's been for depending on what your pushes your computer and what option you selected. You might be not have to follow item like CPU tower. Actually, CPU tower is mainly of your help if some job purchase a tower. Is that the case, you will need to obtain a monitor, mouse, and keyboard before you can use the computer. Monitor, not all computers come with the monitors. You are the upgrading your computer, you can usually use your own monitor. Okay, now I want to show you about the mouse and the keyboard. So most complete system backpacks with both and those, so you want to consider an upgrade for high quality peripheral with better ergonomics. Okay, one more is speaker. Speaker, there are some things built into monitors and they are not always included. Okay, one more thing is you need to connect the monitor to the tower plus and monitor on TV into of the monitor port on the back of the towers. Most modern computer have a HDMI port, which is the easiest to connect. Monitor typically use DVI or HDMI connection, by some other one use VGA. The monitor will also need to be plugged into the power outlets. If you have a dedicated graphics card, ensure that your monitor is connected to the graphics card and not the motherboard. You will not be able to take advantage of the graphics card unless the monitor to attach to it. The monitor port for your dedicated card will be located lower on the back of the towers. And one more thing is you need to plug into the mouse and keyboard. This one, okay, you see the picture. Visually, the mice and keyboard plug in a USB. If you are setting up an exceptionally old PC, you may need to connect the mouse and keyboard via the PC connector, okay? They are typically located on the top of the back tower and are color-coded to match the keyboard and mouse plugs. Number 5, you need to connect any speaker, like plug your speaker into your computer, like this step 4. Ensure that your channel are planned on the correct side and that the speaker are plugged into the outlets of necessary, okay? One more thing if you want to set up more is to plug the tower into the outlet. If you can plug into the shoe protector or uninstall power supply, this helps protect the computer in the event of the power show or power loss. You might need to flip the switch on the power supply on. The switch is usually located near the power cable. One more thing is you need to turn on the computer. Press the button computer on the front of the computer to run it on. If you bought the computer with the operating system such as like Windows or Linux, you will be guided through the first time setup process for the operating system. Follow the prompt on the screen to enter your location. The screen your user account is your computer. Did not come with any operating system. Please only this is the rent or your share, okay? One more thing is you need to connect to the networks before you can download any program. To start using internet, you will need to connect your computer to the network. You can either connect wirelessly if your computer have a wireless network card, or you can connect to your router or modem as internet, okay? One more thing is you need to update some point, like change and install operating system and program will help update since the computer was built. You may be prompted to download and install update, which is the essential to keeping your computer secure and stable, okay? One more, you need to install your essential program like what? Antivirus or favorite browser or web processor, or some students they usually install the game, okay? The final thing is you need to personalize your computer. Once all the boring stuff is out of the way, you can start making your new computer. You can change your desktop background or install new cursor, change the font, even completely change the way the window is organized using special software. Okay, this is some part of if you want to setting up your computer by desktop. Okay, one more thing I want to show you about hardware desktop, okay? So we know already about the hardware computer. The thing that we can count in hardware computer have empty case, like fitting the motherboard or what. This is also the fitting the motherboard, and then is the what the component of computer, like what we have RAM, right? RAM, CPU, CD-ROM or ROM, something like that, okay? This one we can call a motherboard. Is the function of the computer we can connect to to work of in computer, okay? This one we can say processor CPU, okay? CPU is from Malaysia brand, and this one we can say Intel of CPU, okay? This is the ID code of the CPU we can see now. One more thing is the we can say installing the CPU and the cooler, okay? Actually, the motherboard or the mounting plate lift the level of the CPU socket. You can see on the picture, and this one mostly the people or the student never use. You can say CPU cooler. Actually, in our computer, inside our computer, we have a CPU cooler. It have important for it make your computer run easier and warm. Okay, you see, we can say RAM. RAM is here from the Korea brand. We can see 0207 and the code, and this one we can say hard drive, okay? And this one we need to install in the RAM. Like some RAM have 4 GB, 8 GB. We can update more RAM or 16 GB, something like that, okay? This one I will show you about the component of the motherboard. Here we have the socket, or we have the Intel We have the DVD room, we have the IDE connection, or we have to connect the modem, or we need to connect the Wi-Fi or power LED, okay, or BIOS or connector panel, okay. We can see is it the component of the motherboard here, okay. This one we can say the graphic card. So the graphic card is important for your computer to run very fast. Okay, graphic sound or network we can see here, right? This is we can say CD-ROM or DVD drive. Yeah? This one we can say the hard disk or floppy. Some students have said floppy and hard disk. Okay, this one we can say cable and power supply. We can count in some power supply here. We have a lot of mini or cooler for the power supply, and we can say ASTH power supply plugs. Okay, this one we can say the ribbon cable. For the ribbon cable, also the important thing of a computer as well too. This one we can say the drive power connector. Okay, drive power connector, we have a lot of different drive we can connect from your computer to other device. Okay, this one we can say power hungry CPU, and this one is the ATH12 socket on motherboard. Okay, this one also we can say power connector and drive. Okay, and this one is you can say screw or spacer jumper. We can plug in your computer to be strong. Motherboard also described already last time, and this one we can say about the onboard component here. In here we can see the parallel for printer, joystick, sound or serial comms 2, serial com 1, USB or keyboard. Okay, you see a kind of device or computer. Okay, this one for front panel connection. We can connect to other device like other computer by a front panel connection. Okay, that's all. In this one I want to show you about the introduction to internet. So what is internet? Internet is the largest computer network in the world, connecting millions of computers. A network is the group of two or more computer systems linked together. Okay, so nowadays all the people they use internet, like 156 country they use internet, be the like the software like for search about the like about his study, like nowadays, right? Nowadays we also use internet for study by e-learning, right? In other country also make like this too. Did you know people using the internet? The foundation of the internet began in 1969 when the U.S. Department of Defense created ARPANET, the project to allow military personnel to communicate with each other in emergencies. By 2012, the number of internet users worldwide reached 2.4 billion, about one third of the world population to store all the information on the internet you would. Okay, but nowadays 2020 the population for the people use internet is 4.2 billion now. Actually in China or India or Russia they use internet is the most. Okay, this one I want to show you about the two main type of computer network. The first one we call local area network, LAN. LAN is two or more connected computers sharing certain resources in the relative small geographic location, often in the same building. Example include your home network or your office. We can say it's LAN. One more if we can say with area network WAN. A WAN typically consists of two or more LAN. The computers are farther apart and are linked by telephone lines. Dedicated telephone line already wells. The internet is the largest which area network is extension. This one is the kind of LAN and WAN. Okay, so we can conclude that WAN is the kind of network that use many of computer, and LAN is the kind of network that use is two or more not much computer by network system. One more is the server and client. The server is down or we are having problem and the email servers. The server is the computer that serves many different computers in a network by running specialized software and storing information. Okay, the World Wide Web here. Actually, the World Wide Web, the short form is www, like dot, something like that. When most people think of the internet, the first thing they think about the World Wide Webs. Nowadays, the term internet and the World Wide Webs are often used interchangeably, but they are actually not the same thing. The internet is the physical network of components of over the world, and the World Wide Web is the visual network of websites connected by hyperlink or links. Websites are stored or served on the internet, so the World Wide Web is the part of the internet. Okay. Oh, now I want to show you about the difference between HTML and URL. Okay, we also see the HTML file or URL file in your website to open. Okay, the backbone on the World Wide Web is the made of HTML file. They are specialized formatting documents that can contain links as well as image and other media, or web browser can be HTML file. For URL is you need to get a web page. You can type the URL in. URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator in the browser. The URL, also known as the web address, tells the browser actually where to find the page. However, most of the time people get to the web page by following a link from different pages or by searching for the page with search engine. Okay. This one I want to show you about the connecting to the internet. The first one, you should have computer and then connecting phone line or cable, DSL or wireless, something like that, or modem, and then we need to have a network software, TCP or IP. One more is application software, web browser or email or Gmail. One more is the internet server providers. We can say ISP. It from stand for internet service providers. What can I do on the internet? Actually, on internet, is very important. Like I tell before, is if you want to search about the document you want to study, you want to find your small knowledge, we use internet. Like send and receive email message like Gmail, Facebook, or Yahoo, or watch Telegram. You need to use internet. One more thing is you want to download free software with FTP. It's mean like file transfer protocols. You can use internet. One more thing is post your option or use net news groups, or you want to talk with your friend by video call, right? We need to use internet is important. One more start the World Wide Web. Okay. Web browser here. Web browser is the tool that you see to access the World Wide Web. The browser main job to the display web page. It also let you create bookmark, sometimes called favorites, for sites you like, so that you can easily find them again later. Setting up your internet connection. The first one, you need to choose ISP and purchase the appropriate modem. You can use the instruction provided by your ISP, then include with the modem to set up your internet connection. Depending on what type of service you have, your ISP may need to send the technician to your house in order to turn the connection on. Okay. The popular web browser we have Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Safari, or Opera. Some students they use what? They use Opera and Google Chrome is the most. Okay. This one is a kind of Khmer Unicode we can install. For you need to write in Khmer font, you should use Khmer Unicode for install here. Okay. This is for the license, you can agree for the license, and then you need to have the passcode on your keyboard, and then you need to set up and install. Okay, this is the template for the Khmer Unicode. You can see because the Khmer Unicode here is different from the limb on here. Okay, that's all of my slide. Hope you enjoy. See you in next video. Sáng.